agent for PARCC, but we did not withdraw from PARCC. We're still on the governing board of PARCC, but we're also going to move forward with an open process to see, and the Commissioner will talk about that, to see what other assessment opportunities are out there for us and what our options are. And we made that pretty clear to PARCC as well. So I think that was a positive meeting. It was an interesting meeting. There was a lot of spirited conversation around PARCC. The third thing that I'd like to comment on is that the governor did write a letter to me as the chair of the board when he also sent out an executive order. And I just wanted to make sure, it's a long letter, this 3 pages, it's in the public domain, but I wanted to just read one part of it that I took away to make sure that what our responsibility is here at the board. And the part that I want to read to you is, to be clear, as governor, I support Florida's high academic standards and strongly reject overreach into those standards in any other areas of our education system by the federal government, including state assessments, curriculum, and instructional materials. The State Board of Education must ensure that these issues are and continue to be the constitutional purview of Florida state and local governments, not the federal government. And I think that's pretty clear, at least the way I read and understand that, is that, and he talks about this in his letter earlier, it's not whether you're for or against Common Core, we're for high standards, and we want to make sure that the federal government's not overreaching. I think we all agree with the fact that the federal government's not overreaching, and there's a lot of myth and misconception there. These standards are put together by teachers and researchers, and it was the National Governors Association, the state chiefs, that opted into this. And that's what I think that this board really needs to do a better job and continue to do a good job of communicating that. We are setting up, we have set up the website. I think we've gotten over 4,000 comments. Some of the comments actually that have come in, I think, will help us in terms of strengthening the core, the Common Core standards. And we're going to listen over the next week to those people that are anti-Common Core. And then from there, it's up to our board as an independent agency to make sure that we move forward with the direction that I think we've been given, that we're going to go for high standards, and we make sure that there isn't any federal overreach. One thing that people don't understand, it's against the law for the federal government to be involved in any curriculum or instructional materials. That is against the law. So also, I think, there's a misconception about what a standard is and what a curriculum is. And so, at least from my standpoint, I think it's pretty clear what our job is. We need to make sure we have high standards. We're going to listen. We're going to make sure there isn't federal overreach. And we're going to make sure that we put the highest standards possible in front of our students in the state of Florida. So with that, those are my comments. We're going to go ahead and move to the action items and postpone the report. Barbara, we're not sure how long we're going to have Barbara for.